There's a new way to move in Grenada. Ride Go. Ride Go is here. Ride Go. Where do you want to go?
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Yo! Right along live, welcome to the ride. Welcome to Monday! Yeah! Monday on the ride. Yes, yes. Nice. Beautiful, lovely. How you guys doing? Happy to be here. As you guys come and go ahead and share up the thing right now. Just I share. Let me do that as well. Highlights. Yes. Guys, apologize. I'm a little bit late today. But it became kind of necessary because I really wanted to speak to my guest. I'll tell you the full story. It's a lot. Nonetheless, it's a learning experience for a lot of people. Now, earlier today, people sent me these messages over and live and content and video footage about a fellow content creator, someone that we had on the program just a few months ago. And for some reason, some people found it hilarious. Some people thought, I don't know what they thought, but the way in which, the amount of times, I should say, I received this content, it's funny. So I thought it was a learning experience to get Raw Talk. You guys know her from her program, Raw Talk, where she talked the real things. I thought it was good to get her on the program here today to sort of explain what really transpired. Now, she didn't have to come on and explain anything to anyone, right? She has a platform. She could do it on a platform. She could do it. She could go anywhere else and do it. But, I thought, let's link up. Let's get on the program to hear perspective on the Ride Along platform. That's why we had to switch things around and wait a little bit, because I think it's necessary. Because, as I said earlier, a learning experience for everyone. Now, as a former process server myself, I kind of know a little about the process. And it's sort of it's not standard in every territory, but it is sort of in what we see in the Caribbean as it relates to eviction, the process of getting someone out of an apartment or a house, and here in the United States and in the Caribbean. So, learning experience alert. Share the program, guys. Share the program. Laura Talk is on. We're going to learn something here today. Wendy, I see you. Nice, lovely, beautiful. Who else we see? Good evening to you, Jennifer Lawrence. I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Jennifer. Cinda. Hey, thanks for the 100 stars. Veraboo, thank you for the 100 stars. I appreciate you so much. Lydia Louisan, how you doing? Thank you so much. Jenny James, how are you? Thank you for the stars. I appreciate you. Good evening to you, Cinda. Nice. Nice, 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 and nice. Everybody share. Everybody share. Everybody tag. Let me do it again. Because I want everybody to watch. I want everybody to watch. No matter where you are, you have to check this one out. You have to. Let me put this up. Pin that. There we go. Okay, so let's go right into it, guys. We are already late. Let me welcome fellow content creator. She's from Trinidad right now. She's right now in Trinidad. Raw Talk, you know, on social media as Raw Talk. How are you doing, my dear? We meet again.
I'm okay. Nice to be here.
Why every time we meet in some kind of dramatic circumstance, girl? Why?
Boy. The drama is me. I guess it's me. I'm the problem.
Yeah. Okay, listen, what the hell is going on? I've been getting this footage for the whole entire day. You lit up social media. Everything is happening. Tell us, what's really happening here?
So I want to start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Yes.
How we got here, meaning my house journey.
Okay.
Right? So I like to do things proper so you get a history.
Right.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So my aim was to get a home to be able to pass down for my generations. This was in my mind probably 10, 15 years ago, right? So when I was afforded a permanent job, the first thing I did was go to the financial institutions to find out how I can do this.
Right.
I was younger, so I didn't have a credit history. Okay. So the first thing they said to me that before you get a mortgage, you have to have a credit history, which means you have to take out a loan on something. It could be anything. You could take out a cash loan, so I decided to take out a car loan. I got that car loan from the Eastern Credit Union in less than a week, right? Because I was on good credit standing, so I had a brand new car. Mm-hmm. When I got the car, I asked them, how long do I have to pay on the car before I could apply for the mortgage loan? They said 2 years. When the 2 years passed, I went back in because remember my initial plan was to get a house.
Right.
Right? So I went back in and started the paperwork, started looking for properties, looking for houses. And between me and you, they made the process so hard, so difficult. It was so slow. It was not like the car loan at all, where it was an easy flow and they see my financials. And at that point in time, when I bought the car, I was single. But when I was going to get the house, I was married. As you know, I'm married now for 5 years. Yes. So I thought it would be easier with the joint finances that, no, it was harder. So they wanted me to get personal insurance, Robert to get insurance. His insurance was going to be more expensive than mine because he's a smoker. Mm-hmm. I don't smoke, I don't drink, so my insurance was less. And then we had to get insurance for the property and then insurance on the loan. Mm-hmm. So it became so much that it seemed like if we couldn't afford a house. Yeah? And it was too much. So then I started, well, I am a pusher. I don't ever stop. This is my aim, to get a house. I want a house. I want a house. So let's go other avenues. I don't have to get a brand new house. I don't have to get $1 million house. Let's look for a fixer-upper. Mm-hmm. That is what this house was. So I grew up in the next street from where I live. And I had seen this house. I started to question around. So people said, this is the man, Mr. Best, whatever. So I got in contact with this man. I told him my situation. And he agreed on a long-term agreement. Right? Mm-hmm. So the agreement was that within 3 years, I could pay in different increments and pay the 10% of the total price, which would have been $950,000. This was a fixer-upper, meaning this was a skeleton house. We basically paying for the land. Mm-hmm. Yeah? So it didn't have any doors. It didn't have pipers went through and took out all the electricity, everything. It didn't have any sinks. It didn't have any toilet. It didn't have any bathroom. It had nothing, right?
Okay.
The downstairs was 4 poles. And I'm sure you saw the video, so you see how the house looks now.
Yes.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Right. So it just had 4 poles. It didn't have anything. It was in a total mess. But remember, this is, I say, right, if I get in it, I will work on it. I don't mind moving into something that's not full 100, and I will work on it through the years. So paid the 10% and started the renovations. In come these people who came here on Saturday, the Hamiltons,
Right.
right?
Okay. So before we get
Yeah.
there, in fact, I'm seeing a few people signing on. I don't know how they get that link.
I put it up on my page.
Oh, that link is not to put up on your page.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
that particular link is just to connect us. So the folks that's joining on this link, you could just disconnect and watch it on Facebook. All right. Yeah. This link is just for us to have this conversation. Right. So when you purchase a property, did you get all the information to qualify you as the rightful owner of that property?
No. Remember, it's a long term. So he said his mother had died and he was probating the will. Showed me the will where his mother's name was on it.
Right.
And when the property would have been mine, when I finished paid off, then it would transfer to me.
Okay, I see.
Only when it was paid off for.
Okay.
Right?
So what was the written agreement, or was this information in a written agreement document signed?
Yes, and I also have my receipts of payment.
Okay, so that was signed. You have your Hancock on that. You have your receipt of payment. So you're thinking everything is
Legit. Correct.
100%. All right, go ahead.
Right.
So
Right.
how
So
long,
income.
how long you lived in that house?
I'm now here 3.5 years.
3.5
Almost 4 years. It will be 4 years in January.
And during that time, there was no disruption, no one.
No. Well, I'm not going to tell you about that.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. So when I started, we were almost through with the renovations for me to move in, car pulled up. I wasn't here, the workers was here. And these people claimed that they were the rightful owners of the house. So I told the workers to give them my number. They contacted me. I said, listen, I don't know you, but I have legal right to be renovating and moving into that house. I said, I didn't like the way that you approached because they came very ignorant and tell them stop working. I said, please meet me by the Manipur police station if you want to have a meeting and we could discuss. Right? So that's because I'm safe by the police station, outside the police station. Yeah? Okay. Because I don't know if it's gangster people, I don't know what it is, I don't know where they come from.
Right.
Yeah? So they did meet me and I told them my full name. My name is a Clear Stafford. I give them the spelling of it. I think I even give them, I don't want to lie, but I think I give them a copy of my ID due to the fact that my name is difficult to spell. Yeah? It's not a regular. Yeah? So I told them who I was. I said, I have permission from the owners to move in there. They said, but we is the owners. I said, I have it in writing. I've been paying on this property. And that is how we are here. I said, feel free to take me to court if you feel you have a rightful ownership to the property and we will work it out because I've already spent so much money that it is not feasible for me to just stop and don't move in. You understand? Right. After that, we never saw them. For the length of time that we have been living here, we never saw them, never got any notice to go to court, nothing. At that same time, I spoke to the owner that I was dealing with, and we're saying owner now because of this controversy, owner.
Right.
And he was like, no, my mother was the rightful owner, and they claim, and you understand? So it became, and I don't want to say too much.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right? But it became controversy with him. He now disappeared and did not reappear after that conversation. So he not in the picture, they're not in the picture, and we living here. How Kiesel got involved is that, remember, she had a legal clinic.
Yeah.
Right? She had a legal clinic, and I explained the situation to her. So then she got involved and was like, well, you either party not there, a lawyer was there, and I showed the documents and whatever. So she was like, well, the legal representation was like, you're living there for a while, Yeah, nobody didn't come to tell you anything, and he didn't come back. So probably we don't know what it is, right? So just relax, live. If you get any legal documents, the lawyer will deal with it, and we will move from there. Fast forward to on Saturday.
Right.
Saturday, this is where the incident happened now. So I just wanted to give you that backstory and that history so you understand.
Yes.
These guys showed up at my home. It was like 15 workmen, 2 off-duty police officers. I will tell you the story about that later on. And 3 bailiffs, right? So my husband immediately video called me. I was not at home. When he video called, the guy started talking to me, and he was like, I am here with the legal owners of this property, and we are here to evict you. What legal right you have to be here? I said, hold on. Who are you? He told me his name. I said, are you a bailiff? Do you have a court order? I asked him the questions, and he hung up my husband's phone on me. Hang up. Clacks. Yeah? So I called back. I said, Robert, close the door and go inside. I'm coming now. I'm going to get the lawyer. He now said, we have legal possession of the property, and you can close any door. And pushed his way in physically with 3 other guys. Yeah? It took me about half an hour to reach down. And by that time, the house was stripped. When I tell you stripped, everything off the wall, clothes and bags, everything. Right? Before I got down, though, I called my good friend Builder Boys. I don't know if you know him. He's another content creator. And he was much closer than I was. And he came and he started recording, asking questions. And well, he posted those videos of the action and what they was doing and how they were cursing and getting on. He posted that on his page. So that is there for you to see. I don't know if you saw that, right?
I saw some of it, yes.
So when I spoke to my lawyer now, I called my lawyer immediately. When I called Kizel, she was on her way. I called my lawyer and she said, call the police. She immediately let me know that evictions are not done legally by police officers. Cannot be done. If you are being legally evicted, the people who have to be there, you have to have a bailiff. You have to have a eviction notice from the court, a stamped eviction notice, and you must have a court martial. None of these people were present. There was no stamped document from the court. And they were just acting. So she said, call the police station. You are in distress. Call the police station. Ask to talk to the sergeant in charge. Tell him what is going on. I followed instructions, and then the real police came. When the police came now, they told them to stop doing everything, stop touching everything. At this point, most of the things out of the house stripped, everything on the walls, out the washing machine, stove, all the things from in the fridge. They dump everything in garbage bag, tie it up quickly, and just throw it by the road. They also had a big truck. I don't know where they was going with my stuff, but they were packing up things on the truck. Usually, if you evict somebody, you leave their things there, you put it. As the onus is on them to get a vehicle to move their stuff. But you usually put the stuff by the road. They had a truck. We are all still confused as to the truck. Where I was going with my stuff with the truck. Anyhow, the police were there for about an hour. Like, they don't know what to do with the situation as well. They just tell them stop, and they were in their vehicle calling and trying to figure it out, I guess. I was at that point calm in my vehicle because, remember, I am on the phone with my lawyer getting instructions from my lawyer on how to act, what to do, what to say, what not to say.
Yes.
The police officers who was there, the fake police officers, they left when the jeep with the real police officers arrived, right? They also indicated that they were not there to evict me, but to keep the peace. And they were off-duty police officers, the ones that were there first. The second set then got defensive and didn't want to give their name and ID number either. It is only when the third set of police officers, these 2 police officers, came that everything came to a stop. They told them they have to leave everything, take everything off of the truck. What they are doing is illegal, and they have to leave. At that point, they started fling things off of the truck with anger and started to destroy the stuff and fling it off the stuff, and they pull off and went. I don't know if you want to ask any question because that is basically the end of the situation.
Hold on, hold on.
And
This to me, is crazy, right? Because you
thank
say that
you.
did, okay, did you ever get any documentation? Because even if it was an eviction, there's a process of eviction. There is
Correct. So there was no process. So the new information came in that the guy who was to the in the front of all of this, he was a police officer and had 4 charges in 2022. So of course we will research the people now who was there because I am a big content creator and my page, right, is very big. So people started to recognize the people and started to call in and say that they did that same thing to them and that they forged documents. And yeah, so then we looked into the guy. So his name is Roger Trubele and he have a fraud charge in 2022. He and his wife was charged, right? And they was charged for the same forged documents and forgery. And they are out now on $150,000 bail each, right?
right.
And then they started this business, allegedly started this business by allegedly forging more documents and evicting people that people cannot legitimately get out of the property in court. So they come and they bully you out and do it so quickly before anybody could ask questions, before the real police could arrive. Because you remember, if you come and you see in a police car there and you feeling that this is under the authority, you're a civilian, yeah? Because if I didn't call my lawyer, I wouldn't know. I was like, well, the police here, because my lawyer had to buff me up and say, I said, call the police station, because I was like, the police here, and it have a police car here, not knowing that these police officers was fake police officers, off-duty police officers that get paid to have a presence there in order to make us feel like what was going on was legitimate. Yeah? When it was not legitimate. Yeah? So they are accustomed doing this. They did it to so many citizens, so many people reach out to me. At this point, I feel like I could have a class action lawsuit because so many people reach out to me with the same. One of them sent a video how they bulldoze at the house. And then when they went to the court, the judge said, who gave all the permission to bulldoze at the house? Yeah? And I could go on and on with situations that they did this. One lady said that her landlord was coming from the States and apparently she wanted back her house and she raised the rent. And she said that, well, we can't afford that raise rent. We living here how long and this is what we're paying. 2 days later, these men came and did the same thing. Said they acting on the authority of the legal owners of the property and they have to move out now. No notice, no 3 months notice, no phone call, and just put all her stuff by the road. So she said she went through that. She said, well, she didn't have no legal claim and she didn't know what to do. So she just got another apartment and moved in the same day. And that is what she did. And I have millions of stories. So then people started to come forward and we realized that this is what they do. So this was my experience. I don't know why the so-called legal owners, because they're saying they are the owners, but they refuse to go to court and they prefer to pay these henchmen to come and put out my things rather than address me, because I was never hiding. Remember, I'm a social media content creator. I give them my real name. I also told them my social media handle if they wanted to resolve it. Yeah, because I'm already there. I already spend money here. And if this is a sibling right there and somebody sell the house who wasn't supposed to sell the house, remember, I'm an innocent third party. Yeah, I'm an innocent third party in this. So I have to be made whole and I don't have a problem moving out because remember, this property, I don't have the deed for it. It's not mine.
Right.
Yeah, I was paying, so I'm not going to fight for a property that is not mine. But I also have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into this property, believing that it would be mine one day, right? And that is not now going to happen. So then where am I getting my money back from to now go and reinvest in another property for me and my family? Yeah? So I don't understand why they wouldn't just come to the table and do it legally as opposed to going through henchmen and getting false eviction notices. They had 5 eviction notices that they say they sent to me. I never got received, as I told you. Swear to God, I never heard from these people for the 3.5 years that we have been here. Never heard, never got any court date. We never went to court. We never had any talk, nothing. And then they just appeared on Saturday, and this is what happened. So this is the situation right now. We're back into the house, as you can see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice that you're back inside.
Yeah, so we back in the house. We put back, well, it's still in a mess because everything was put into garbage bags. This and the boys' bedroom is the only 2 rooms that we were able to pack out. Everything else is in a disarray because remember, they strip everything from the walls, all the curtains, everything they strip. So these are the only 2 rooms that we struggle and try to put together so at least we could sleep and be comfortable. The kitchen, we made sure and put back the things in the kitchen so that we could at least have a cooked meal. And we are working on putting the rest back together. My lord, then, this is an integral part. So today I got a call from the police sergeant in the Manipur police station. He said he is conducting an investigation into what is going on and he would like to have a statement for me. My lawyer was on the line at the point in time and she informed them that she will advise me, yes, to make the statement, but make it in writing. So, but she would like the results of the investigation so that she could use it at a later date of what this investigation. She also told them that she would like the identity of all the police officers involved because remember, they refused to give the name and ID number. He agreed to provide her with that. We agreed to provide him with the statement. So a formal investigation has now been opened into the matter by the Manipur Station Police Sergeant. So that investigation is going to be ongoing. And well, of course, I will put it on my platform when the results of that investigation has been
So that
realized.
document, right? That document that they came with. Did you get a copy of the document? Did you
They did not allow us to fully see it. They did not allow us to get a copy of it. They flipped through it quickly, like this. They're holding the envelope like this. And it was like, we have the deed, we have eviction notice, we have like that.
Yeah.
But like letting you get a glimpse, just like I do in here.
Yeah.
But they did not allow us to even touch it, to read the document or to take pictures of the documents that they had.
So that whole situation sounds illegal to me, you know.
It
From
is.
your perspective, that whole situation, because as I said, I've been a process server for many years, and I know the process of service. Right, you would get an email, you get a certified mail of some sort that give you 7-day
You
notice.
have to sign for that. What I told them. Do you have my signature on any of these evictions? Yeah, he can answer.
And then the court is who make that decision to
Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, just to come there and throw your stuff all over the place. I saw this. It's so embarrassing, and a lot of people took it as a whole opportunity to just laugh about it. But it might be you going through this today, and it might be them tomorrow, somebody else tomorrow. I don't understand how people could see this and think that it's funny.
Well, let me address that. That is because of me, who I am. I understand that people feel very offended by my views and the way I put across my views. And because of that, as you know and you have experienced, I am the real raw talk. And that doesn't come with people feeling favorable about me. So this is not about the situation not being funny. This is about raw talk getting a peg down because they didn't like what she said at one point in time. Yeah? Because one of the big issues that Trinidadians had a big problem with me, there was a Pennywise worker who had sexual intercourse in the car park. I don't know if you hear about it. And I did a story about it and they were offended because they say I dragged the young lady, but that is an illegal act, right?
Mm-hmm.
And no matter how much I say this is an illegal act and this is a social issue and that's why I spoke about it, they were offended because they felt as if I dragged the young lady from Pennywise. It even come up in the comment section of this. Today for you, tomorrow for me. Remember, you dragged the young lady from Pennywise. Me saying that having sex in a public space is illegal under the laws of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah? that is a problem because a lot of Trinidadians do it. This is a lack of emotional intelligence and a lack of critical thinking. So because whether you like me or not, it is an illegal act to have sexual intercourse in a public place. Whether you do it or not, you hide, you get caught. But they feel sympathy for her because they felt as if I highlighted her and show her face and embarrassed her. Right? When these pictures were all over, I wasn't the one who put it out there because I didn't see her having sex. I pick up the story from it being posted, but it still felt like I was public enemy number one. So because I do not shy away from topics, they feel as if, all right, now they get a one up on Raw Talk. And look how stink Raw Talk House is. First they begin. These people, what they did, they hired a content creator now to embarrass me. Right? And that content creator, I didn't even know it had panty in the kitchen and all of that. My house was not like that. He staged the house, throw down everything, because remember, they're pulling things out of the house. Right? And then he take the video and look how Raw Talk House stink. Look at here. After they already destroyed the house and make a whole set of mess. So people running with that now. And we're, oh God, Raw Talk House stink. Get a mop, get a broom, get a... I am not feeling embarrassed one by a lie. When I first heard them saying, I thought it was the stove that they were talking about. The stove was really dirty. Me and my husband are working people. And we cook on the stove and didn't get a chance to clean the stove yet. It happened to everybody. But I know they would take an opportunity to laugh and talk things. So I didn't think anything about it. And my fridge, my two fridges are old fridges that I've had for over 20 years. So it's a little rusted. So I thought that was what they was talking about. Yeah? That was, I didn't know it had panty in the kitchen and all this. I didn't have a clue is that what they was talking about. So this boy went all of us way to stage the place to make it look so good. I living in squalor. But the crazy part about this is, from the beginning of the year, as a matter of fact, from December, I have been decorating my house every season. So for Christmas, I did a walkthrough of my house with Christmas decorations. Carnival, I did carnival decorations in my entire house. I walked through my entire house. Easter, I did Easter decorations in my entire house. And Emancipation, I did emancipation decorations in my entire house. So I have been filming in my house and showing my house. And the people know how my house looks. So you all know, all of a sudden, see this video circulating and, oh my God, we were talking this. No critical thinking skills. Because when did it get like that? Yeah? And I just do a walkthrough of the house emancipation. Emancipation wasn't in August. Yeah? So when it had time for all them things to build up and me have all them, I was like, wow. So I'm not even fighting it. They're using this opportunity to try to degrade me. And, well, now she will come off social media. You need to take some time from social media and hush to silence me. But the answer is not silence. Freedom of speech is for all of us. And all of us should be able to express our views, whether you like it or not. And when people try to silence me, this is a fight for everybody. Everybody should feel offended because if I can't speak, that means you cannot speak. Yeah?
Yeah. Guys, we're chatting here with the Real Raw Talk. And regardless of if you like her, you don't like her, you like what she say, you don't like what she says, that is irrelevant right now, right? I'm looking at this thing from a human perspective. And I don't have no horse in the race. But I know that what I saw happen to you today is something I would never wish on my worst enemy. I mean, you have kids, you have your
It
husband.
was very traumatizing. I had to send the boys by the babysitter because I didn't want them in the mess and in the remember their houses being torn apart.
Yeah.
Yeah? The things are being thrown, so they don't know what's going on. So I just send them by the babysitter. And it was traumatizing for me. I haven't slept properly because when they come back in the night, people have been telling me that these men kill people. I've been getting messages that they are gangsters and they just work obia and they just do this. I have been under so much duress and trying to keep a level head for my children, trying to keep them in school to make sure that they have some continuity. Yeah? So we had to dig up in all these bags to find the school uniforms for the two boys to make sure they had uniforms. The principal from my younger son's school called and I told her, well, I'm trying to really send him to school because, you know, everybody will call to say, I didn't like what happened to you. I offer my support, I offer my prayers. And she was like, send him in anything, send him, because she understood the need for continuity, for him to not have to stay home from school, for him to go to school. She was like, send him in anything you have, send him in. That's all right, we will take him. Yeah, so I'm very grateful for the love and the support from all my supporters, foreign, near. I'm so grateful for my lawyer. So grateful for Kizel, because she really went out of her way to support me and help me and be there for me emotionally, financially, socially. She was there. Yeah, because you know it's not easy to just get up one day and you have this problem. Yeah, that you need money for. Yeah, and that you need all of a sudden you need to get lawyer money and you need to get this, and it's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy.
So tell us,
Yeah,
what are we watching here? What is this? What is this footage all
that
about?
is the all the stuff to the side of the road. Well, not all, but a lot of the stuff. This is before the police came to tell them to stop moving anything. Yeah,
Uh-huh. So that's your stuff. They bagged it. They got black bag
they
and put
came with garbage bags and they just threw things, everything, food stuff. They empty the freezer. They throw the food stuff, empty the fridge, throw everything in garbage bags. They wrap things in curtains that they found. They just threw. It wasn't no order to it.
yeah. So that's
There
all your
was
stuff.
no rhyme, no order. It was the TVs to the side of the road. If you could see where the TVs are, yeah, they
Uh-huh.
just dropped the TV. They didn't care if the TV break. They dropped things on top of it. They didn't care what was glass. They didn't care if anything was closed down. All my seasonings was thrown out and destroyed. They just threw it without care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
those bags are bags with all my belongings. Whatever you could think about inside of a house, whether it be containers, bowls, grocery stuff, pads, medication. I couldn't even find my medication because I'm a diabetic. I became diabetic after my last son. I had gestational diabetes. And 3 years after, it came back because they say it could come back outside of pregnancy. So I have diabetic medication to take. They didn't care. Up to now, I can't find my insulin. Yeah, they didn't care.
yeah. Let me just say again, everyone that's joining on the live, you have to watch the program on Facebook. The link was posted by an error. This is not the link for you. Again, the folks that's coming in on the link, on this live broadcast link, I see AJ, I see Nani Lanin. Please log off and watch the live on Facebook. All right, so log off. This is just the live for the guests. Please log off and watch it on Facebook. AJ, I still seen you there. If you could just log off and watch it on Facebook. Thanks again. Right. So again, we're watching here, guys. This is a situation that was created, I believe, to make you a laughing stock. Um,
Yeah.
it is terrible, regardless of what you say in your content. This is embarrassing. So how did you get all this stuff back into your house now? These guys are helping you bring it back inside?
Yeah, that's my husband, best friend, and my husband, and then my cousin from the state. She called her husband, and he came and he helped, and Builder Boys helped, and they just put everything back in. They didn't put it in no order. Up to now, the washing machine still downstairs. They just try to get everything off the road and back into the house. Yes, so because we didn't want the rain to fall and mess anything up. Remember, it have important papers in there. Some papers were damaged. Yeah, because they put perfume and cream in the bags with papers. So we sorting through garbage. Yeah, they just threw anything anyway. So some important papers were damaged. Thank God my passport was good. The train passport was good. But some important papers was wet and damaged. It was a mess. So what they did, that's my husband and his friend, his cousin come later, and Builder Boys came back and they put everything. They just put it into the living room and the machine and stuff. They put it downstairs so that it will be out of the rain and off of the side of the road.
Mm-hmm. So what's the next step in terms of you acquisitioning for the property? Are you still looking to go into the same arrangement? Would that arrangement change? What is the next
Um,
step for you?
at this point, especially as they were willing to go the criminal route, I would prefer to be out of the property. I am presently petitioning the HDC to see my plight and help me get a house because me and my husband are both gainfully employed. Yeah. My lawyer will be going through legal route to get back my money that I invested in the house. Yeah. Because the house, we have pictures of how the house was before, and we have all the receipts of everything that we bought, and she will be trying to get back that money, right? So that at least we wouldn't leave empty handed, because this is 3 years of love, labor. This is 3 years of, yeah, 3 long years of putting and investing into this house. There was a waterlogging problem in the property, so we had to put a rubble drain. Just the rubble drain alone cost over $100,000 downstairs. Yeah, to stabilize the property. There were cracks in the property. We filled the cracks in the property. It was so much to bring it to this livable state that I don't think that I should take that loss. But I honestly don't want it anymore because of the controversy, and if people are willing to go that lengths. Yeah, I really thought that I was entering into a good faith agreement, and yeah, and we sacrificed so much vacations, we sacrificed so much dinners and eating out to be able to invest in this house, to be able to have it, and then for this to come and happen, the people who claim to be owners, whether they have legal paperwork, whether it's the ground, whatever going on, they don't have morality. Because if they had morality, they would take me up on my offer and let us come to an agreement so that I could get back what I invested and they could get the house and we could amicably be. But instead of that, they decided to hire henchmen to move me out illegally and put me to the side of the road with 2 children. My children was sleeping when they came, they didn't care. Yeah. And that was unnecessary because I am not fighting for something that is not mine. I was legally trying to pay for something and earn something and work for something. We wasn't trying to steal a house. We were trying to buy a house. Buy. Yeah. So without these so-called owners trying to operate in good faith, I no longer want to be there. I'm pleading with the government to see the plight, see this that has happened to me, and try and rectify it and rectify us with a HGC house, and the same love that we put into this property and the same amount of investment we will put into a HGC house, and we will become more comfortable where the property is on our name and we ain't have no fight with nobody who uncle, brother, feel that this is their house. We don't want to go through that. That is too stressful. And if they don't get it, this property one way, they try another way and they will try another. If you understand what I'm saying, I don't see an end. If they will go to this lengths and not care what happened to 2 young boys, because okay, think about this. We have been living here for 3.5 years. You come on a Saturday morning and just put things by the road. Where were we going? We don't have a second house. We don't have, where were we going with all these things? This is a 3-bedroom house. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wardrobes. That's just wardrobes alone. Where were we going? Even if we have to get a room in somebody's house can't accommodate a upstairs and downstairs full of furniture, washer, dryer, stove, freezer. Yeah? So where were we going? This was a heartless move, and this was, beside being criminal, it was heartless and criminal. Yeah? It was illegal, it was criminal, but it was also heartless. Because why would you do that, especially when somebody spoke to you and gave you all the information and told you, yes, I'm willing to negotiate, this is what happened, and we have permission to be here, but we could talk, let us figure this out. And then you decided to wait 3 years till we did all this work on the house, and then come and illegally just try to put out to the side of the road so you get a fully operational house. That was, they operated in bad faith, and because of that, I am sure that they will try to operate in bad faith again. So therefore, I am not even willing to try to say, well, go into a new negotiation with them and buy the house from them, or I'm not even willing to do that because they did not operate in good faith.
Right. Well, I think at the end of the day, they got what they wanted, don't you think? Because they wanted you out, and here you are, saying that you're going to get out. Um, so they got what they wanted.
Well, I will also get what I wanted because all I want is my money back. Yeah?
Right. Yeah.
Because with my money back, I could, you understand? Because what I want is a property that is mine.
Right.
So they could get what they want and I could get what I want and all of us could be happy.
Absolutely.
Which could have happened with all of this.
Without all of that, yeah, I understand. 718-701-5720, guys. You look at it. It was on social media all day today. We have here the Real Raw Talk telling us her side of the story, and I'm sure that I'm looking at the chat and people are saying differently. But that's how it is. She's telling her side, and that's what we do here on Ride Along Live. We give folks an opportunity
No
to get.
problem. You could read some of the comments and I could answer.
Yeah. We open up the phone line, 718-701-5720. We're taking your call live online. We have about 5 more minutes or so until we break. We'll be right back right after these messages. Right along live.
There's a new way to move in Grenada. Ride Go. Ride Go is here. Ride Go. Where do you want to go?
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Again, guys, the Real Raw Talk. Again, we open up the phones if you want to chime in. 718-701-5720. I'm happy that you're back in the house. I'm happy that you are inside. The kids are out. You're not in the rain, the weather. You're inside, and I really hope that they could hear your call and get you that apartment or that house that you need. Because I understand your plight. I understand what you're looking to accomplish here, and this whole situation I think was just set up to embarrass you, based on your views on what you think and how you feel about what you speak about, and I don't think it's right. Any last words before we wrap up?
They're not going to silence me. This is the third time that something major like this has happened to me. So the first time they came and arrested my husband, that was like 2.5 or 3 years ago. They came and arrested my husband that's 3 years ago because that's when we now moved into the house.
Yeah.
On a warrant that was not was not for him. It had Robert Stafford on it, but the man that it was for was somebody much older. And just from looking at the warrant, you would have been able to see that. But they maliciously came and arrested my husband. I had to go live. I had to petition Ian Allen this one, and he got out the next day. So that was the first incident. The second incident was last year with my boys, saying that I sexually abused my boys. Again, we had to get lawyers and fight and get them out because they almost wanted to send them to a home. We did that, spent thousands of dollars on that again to get to apply for Freedom of Information Act to go through that process. And now we are here in 2025 with another situation. I just want to say for all the people who think that this is going to silence me, it is not. I am built for war. I am built to fight, and I am who I am. So this is not going to silence me. It is not going to. None of the humiliation rituals that you all decide to practice is going to silence me or make me be less candid or speak about less taboo topics. I'm not going to be silenced. I'm not going to be forced to be different. I am who I am, and I should be allowed to be who I am. I'm not doing anything illegal. Yeah? I'm not doing anything criminal. And just because you don't like me, that doesn't mean you get to silence me. I will not be silenced. I will not be quelled. I will not be shut up. And I am who I am. For the people who went through the same situation and going through the same eviction, because it was overwhelming how many people in Trinidad go through this. I don't think that my struggle is for me. Out of every negative comes a positive. And the positive out of this is knowing that this group of people in particular, they have been made public. So now people know if they come by their house or come by their apartment to call the police immediately, the rightful police, that these people are not legal bailiffs. They have no authority over you or your home, and they cannot evict you no matter what they say. So call the police. And this is one good thing. Sometimes one person have to suffer for everybody else to succeed. And this is a learning lesson for everybody. If you want to buy a property, make sure and do a property search, because that is where I went wrong. Make sure I know who is the rightful owner. Don't do anything or sign any contract without a lawyer and without that extra mile, or going that extra mile and paying that extra money for that property search, that title search, to know who is the rightful owner before you enter into business. So where I went wrong, other people would not, because of my experience. And I am also grateful for that. I could be a lesson. That's quite fine. So that's my 2 cents. That's how I feel about it. That I know they will keep coming to try to silence me. I understand how my content and how my personality come across to people, and how that may be abrasive. But I am not here for you to like you. I am here to speak my truth, and to speak the truth of the people, the voice of the people who don't have a voice and cannot be as bold. That is what I use my platform for, and I will continue to do that whether you like it or not. And I hope that I inspire more people to be as brazen as I am, because this too shall pass. I'm still standing. 4 years later, I'm still standing. I'm still strong. I still have the love of my husband. I still have the love of my children. I am still on my feet, and I would not lose. I do not believe that I will lose from this situation. We have put in a lot financially, but I do not think that we will lose that investment. And I have faith in my lawyer, because she's very, 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 very good, and she will fight for me, and I will not lose my investment. So where people are laughing and feel that, yeah, this is funny and this is humiliation, I take it as, 1, a learning lesson, and 2, an opportunity to do better and get better. So
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. And do me a favor, the link that you put on there, when you finish,
I'll take it up. Yeah, I'll delete it. Yeah.
just put the link from the program, from the Right Along page. All right. Thank you so much. Real Raw Talk.
Bye. Thanks for having me as usual. It was a pleasure. And thanks for being respectful and fair and just. I really enjoy interacting with you. And you could call me. I'll be on your program anytime.
Thank you so much.
Loving you out.
Yeah, man. Real Raw Talk, guys. Guys, and we see this type of thing happening a lot, where people they feel so offended that all morality goes out the door. And what happened to her today, regardless of if you like what she continues to say or don't, there is an option right there, right? When you go to somebody's Facebook page, that's called skip over. You don't have to watch it, right? So if you're so offended by a person, just discontinue watching them, right? And it doesn't matter that she is an outspoken individual. What happened to her today is unjust. I see it as an unjust act. Regardless of if you like her or you don't like her. Regardless of if you support her or you don't support her. Just don't look. Just don't watch her. Just don't be a part of her content. Very easy. Very simple. Right Along Live. Be right back.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please.
Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet?
Yes, multi-X, all of them.
Smart! Best value bet. Backup and multi-X? You cannot go wrong.
Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
Planning a night out on the tongue in Grenada? Well, getting a personal driver just got much easier with the Ride Go app, of course. Now, you have access to over 100 licensed and approved drivers. Enjoy the vibrant nightlife knowing a ride is always just moments away. Safe, reliable, and at your service, wherever the night takes you. Download the Ride Go app today and experience Grenada's nightlife with ease. Ride Go. Hey, where do you want to go?
Again, guys, we got to thank our guest, The Real Raw Talk, for coming on and chatting with us. I'm sorry, guys, we didn't get a chance to take calls. What happened was I realized that the phone lines was off. And look when I found that out. Guys, you saw earlier we spoke about Ride Go, and few people still asking, what is Ride Go? What is Ride Go? Well, I'm about to tell you. Let me tell you guys. So some of you guys know about a platform. Let me put it up. Where is it? Boom, right there. Some of you guys know of a platform called Uber, right? The option where you sitting at home or you go to a club and you want a taxi and you want to get someplace. You want a taxi, you want them to come pick you up. And you don't want to get in a bus or there's no buses available. You want a taxi to come pick you up. And you ain't no taxi number either. In come Ride Go. Ride Go gives you the accessibility, see it right there, of over 100 taxis on an app. And you don't have to call them. All you do, you just put your destination. All you got to do, because it already knows your current location, all you do is you put your destination. And just like that, as easy, squeezy, breezy like that, a taxi comes straight to your house or straight to wherever you are. You could be in the middle of town, wherever, and pick you up and take you wherever you need to go. Fast, safe, and affordable. So, guys, by now you're asking and you're telling yourself, well, yeah, you're going to need this. At some point in time, you're going to need this. I need this in my life. I'm about to tell you how to get it, guys. Go into the App Store right now, right? So go into the App Store, whether you have Android or you have Apple, and search for Ride Go. R-Y-D-E, right there on the screen, G-O. R-Y-D-E-G-O. Let me put it up big on the screen so you guys could see it. R-Y-D-E-G-O. And download the Ride Go app. Even if you're not in Grenada, because you could be out of the country but still calling a taxi for somebody that's in the country. So just download Ride Go. R-Y-D-E-G-O. Let me put the link there. And when you got it, I want you to come back and say, I just downloaded it. Just let me know you downloaded. Let me shout you. Let me big you up. Let me big you up. You got Ride Go? You got Ride Go? Thank you so much. Go into the App Store right now and download Ride Go. R-Y-D-E-G-O. R-Y-D-E-G-O. In your App Store. Yeah, man. Quick, affordable, accessible. Download Ride Go. Let me paste it in. And when you download it, I want you to tell me that you got it. You download it, so I'll big you up. Let me put a link there. As soon as you download it, just tell me you download it so I could big you up. even if you're in Trinidad, everybody in Trinidad have a family member in Grenada. That's it right there, guys. That's it right there. Let me pin that. That's Ride Go. Click that link. If you're on Android or Apple, download the Ride Go app and get fast, accessible, and affordable service. Whether you want a small car, a luxury, even a bus, you can get on Ride Go. All available right now. Download the app. Ride Go. Where do you want to go? Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of our program. On behalf of all of our production crew here at Ride Along Live, our senior executive producer, Lloyd JJ, the whole team here at Ride Along Live saying good night. Catch you guys again tomorrow.
There's a new way to move in Grenada. Ride Go. Ride Go is here. Ride Go. Where do you want to go?